American Idol alum resurfaces for first time in years on Kelly Clarkson's talk show as fans say that can't be him. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. An American Idol alum resurfaced for the first time in years on Kelly Clarkson's talk show. Fans and viewers were overjoyed when Kelly welcomed Lee DeWyze, a fellow American Idol winner, to the Kelly Clarkson show this week. Sign up for the U.S. Sun newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. Lee DeWyze, who won the talent show in 2010, performed a TV debut of his single Devil in the details from his new album, Gone for Days. Lee, whose real name is Leon James DeWyze Jr., won the 9th season of American Idol. Prior to appearing on and winning American Idol, the singer had a solo career and formed the Lee DeWyze Band. He also released 2 albums called So I'm Told in 2007 and Slumberland in 2010, both on Wulai Records as an independent artist. Carrie Underwood, Ray of Sunshine. American Idol crew prefers Carrie Underwood to chaotic Judge Katy Perry. Resurfacing on Kelly's show this week, fans were overjoyed to see Lee again do his thing. Crooning his new single, Lee could be seen on stage with his guitar as he thrilled fans with the performance. Wearing a black t-shirt with a black unbuttoned shirt over the top, the singer rocked his grayish-brown hair and full bushy beard as he strummed his guitar. "Wow, we haven't seen him for a while, I'm glad he's still at it," penned one person underneath the video of Lee singing, which was shared on YouTube. "Good for him, a lot of people put him in the forgotten winners pile, but he's been doing his thing," said a second. A third person then penned, "Beautiful song, so cool to see another Idol winner on Kelly's show." Kelly Clarkson admits frustration over being unable to tour due to talk show as star is excited to return to stage. While a fourth gushed, "Lee is one of my favorite Idol contestants," to which someone else replied, "Mine too, I can't believe it's been almost 15 years since he won Idol." Lee previously spoke about winning American Idol and how shooting to stardom on a TV show left him feeling uncomfortable. Speaking to Elmore magazine in 2016, he said, "I went from a guy who just wrote songs, performed, and did my thing, to a guy that's now on this show, and it was very new to me. It was uncomfortable. It was very intense, and at times uncomfortable, to be totally honest." He continued to say, "I didn't really get a chance to understand all of it while it was happening." Who are the past American Idol winners? The previous American Idol winners include: "I went from my small neighborhood in Chicago to being on Larry King Live doing interviews about what it means to be an American Idol winner, and I'm just like, what is going on?" Lee's struggle. "I was really struggling with, are people going to know that I'm a songwriter? Sometimes the shiniest pebble in the water, there was a diamond underneath that you couldn't see, and I wanted people to see that part of me." Aside from his music career, Lee is a dedicated husband. In an exciting moment that had fans buzzing on social media, a former American Idol contestant resurfaced on Kelly Clarkson's popular daytime talk show, bringing nostalgia and a fair bit of shock with him. For many who had followed his rise to stardom during his season, the appearance was a powerful reminder of the dreams that were made and lost in the spotlight. But what really took people by surprise was how different the former contestant looked, so much so that fans couldn't help but exclaim, "That can't be him." American Idol has launched many careers over the years, but not every contestant has been able to sustain the intense pressure of fame. Some fade into the background, others disappear entirely. But for one particular alum, this return was nothing short of remarkable. His reappearance on Kelly Clarkson's show was, in fact, his first public appearance in years. Fans who had once followed his journey from small-town hopeful to national fame were left speechless. The alum in question, whose career had once seemed primed for superstardom, had been largely absent from the limelight since his season aired. His appearance on the show sparked an emotional reaction from both fans who remembered him fondly and those who had lost track of his career. For some, it felt like the reunion of old friends. For others, it was like seeing a ghost began. Many viewers couldn't believe their eyes. The former Idol contestant had undergone a dramatic physical transformation. His appearance had changed so significantly that even those who had followed his career closely found it difficult to recognize him at first. The drastic transformation was not due to anything alarming, but simply the natural evolution of time and experience. Fans on social media took to Twitter and Instagram in disbelief, sharing their reactions in real time. One fan tweeted, "I had to pause the Kelly Clarkson show and double-check that it was really him. "That can't be him. What happened to his face?" Another exclaimed, "I didn't even recognize him. Time really does change everything, huh?" The American Idol alum, known for his boy-next-door charm and soulful voice, now had a more mature, world-weary look. His previously youthful face had taken on a ruggedness that gave him an entirely new persona. Fans were left wondering how much had changed behind the scenes in his life to result in such a transformation. While the physical change was the most noticeable, it was clear that this return to the public eye represented much more than just a new hairstyle or wardrobe choice. The conversation that ensued during the interview painted a picture of a man who had gone through immense personal growth, both professionally and privately. For those unfamiliar with the contestant's history, his appearance on American Idol had been a dramatic chapter in the music competition show's early years. His powerful vocals had earned him a spot in the top ranks, and he had captivated audiences with his humble background and undeniable talent. At the time, it seemed like the world was his oyster. But the harsh reality of the entertainment industry hit soon after the cameras stopped rolling. While some contestants from American Idol quickly shot to stardom, others struggled to navigate the post-Idol terrain. It was a difficult transition for many of the show's alumni, and for this particular contestant, it had been no different. Despite a few early record deals and sporadic performances, the bright spotlight of fame had slowly dimmed for him. Though his fans continued to show support, the constant pressure of living up to his early promise eventually led him to step away from the music scene entirely. He retreated from the public eye, focusing on his personal life and finding peace away from the scrutiny that had once defined his every move. Now, as he appeared on Kelly Clarkson's show, it was clear that he had found his own path and had made peace with the challenges of his past. He seemed grounded, his demeanor far removed from the hungry, ambitious contestant who had once dreamed of superstardom. When the former Idol contestant sat down with Kelly Clarkson, the conversation quickly turned from superficial pleasantries to deep, emotional moments. Kelly, known for her candidness and warmth, didn't shy away from discussing the realities of fame and the struggles that come with it. "I don't think people realize how much pressure you're under when you're on a show like Idol," he admitted, his voice softer than fans might remember it. "It's not just about the singing. It's about living up to an image, constantly being in the public eye." At some point, whose own career had been built on reality television and the expectations that came with being a winner of American Idol, was able to relate. The two reminisced about their shared experience in the Idol world, touching on how quickly things can change. "There's so much love and hope in those early stages," Kelly said, "but there's also a lot of pressure. I totally get it. It's hard to keep up with the pace, and sometimes you just have to breathe and regroup." The former contestant agreed, acknowledging the emotional toll fame had taken on him. But what made the conversation particularly moving was his newfound peace. He didn't express any regret for his time in the limelight, but rather an acceptance that his journey had been uniquely his own. "I don't think I ever would have found my voice in the way I have without those years," he said. "It was messy, but it was all part of the process." Where is he now? After years of silence, the public was eager to know what the American Idol alum had been up to. Kelly asked him the burning question, "What's next?" His response wasn't what fans expected. Instead of announcing a big comeback album or a new tour, he shared that he had stepped away from music in order to focus on other creative passions. "I've been working on a few projects that don't necessarily involve singing," he revealed. "I'm into songwriting, but I've also been getting into producing. I've been collaborating with some amazing artists behind the scenes." For those wondering whether he might return to the stage, he seemed open to the idea but made it clear that his return to music would be on his own terms. "If the right project comes along, I'll be there," he said with a smile. "But right now, I'm enjoying the freedom to explore different avenues." His answer left fans both hopeful and heartbroken. Hopeful because they could see that he had grown and found new ways to stay connected to music, but heartbroken because they couldn't help but wish for a grand return to the stage that had once made him a household name. Fans reflect on his legacy. As the interview came to a close, social media was flooded with reactions from fans. While many expressed joy at seeing the former Idol alum again, others couldn't help but feel bittersweet about how much time had passed. "He was the guy on American Idol, and I remember voting for him every week," one fan tweeted. "It's crazy to see how much has changed, but I'm happy he's doing well." Another fan shared, "I'm glad he found peace with everything. He deserves happiness, but honestly, I miss hearing his voice on the radio." Despite the changes, there was a shared feeling of gratitude among fans. They may have lost track of his career over the years, but seeing him on Kelly Clarkson's talk show reminded them of the power of music and the personal journeys that so many former contestants had taken. For those who had followed the former American Idol star's journey, the show was a reminder that stardom isn't always a straight path. Sometimes it's about finding yourself, even if it means stepping away from the very thing that once defined you. The continuing legacy of American Idol. As the show ended, and Kelly Clarkson waved goodbye to the guest, fans were left with one lingering thought. Where does an Idol alum go once they've left the spotlight? For some, like the guest on Kelly's show, the road may be long and winding, but it's never truly over. Whether this former American Idol alum chooses to step back into the limelight or continue to focus on his private life, the legacy of his time on the show will remain. Fans who would cheer him on from day one will always remember him not just as a reality TV contestant, but as someone who touched their hearts with his talent, personality, and courage to return to the world on his own terms. For now, his journey continues, just not in the way anyone had expected. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly the way it was meant to be. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.